What's up, guys? KotabearTv back again with another video. So today, guys, as you can see from the title and behind me, we have today my 2021 Chevy Duramax 3-liter Chevy Silverado, and I have a 7x14 dump trailer. Today I got to get a load of stone for my father-in-law, and we're just going to see how this thing handles today, how it tows, how everything works. We're gonna load her up pretty good. The trailer itself weighs about 4,000 pounds. I'm gonna try to get about 3 tons of material, so I'm gonna be pushing about 10,000 pounds. The truck is rated for 9,500, so we're gonna see how it handles with a little extra weight in it. It shouldn't be too bad. The low end, I think the Duramax can do really good. It really loses its power more on the top end, especially going up hills and stuff like that. But we'll get into it. We'll see how it is. I'm gonna wear the GoPro kind of like a POV type thing, so when I'm going up the hills, you'll be able to see the dash. You'll be able to see how fast I'm able to go. You know, what kind of MPG I'm gonna get. It's not completely accurate, the MPG, but it's gonna give you a close idea of exactly what I'm getting. But so I'm gonna get loaded up, headed out. I'm gonna go to the quarry and then get the load, and I'll be back with you guys. All right, we made it to the gravel. Now I got to figure out what stone I need. I think I'm gonna get one crushed and get the trailer all loaded up. There we go, we're getting loaded right now. 3.5 ton. We'll see how the truck does, see how it handles. Oh yeah, quite a bit. All right, let's go on the scale and see what we are. We were 10,100 with just the truck and the trailer. So let's go see. All right, we're just shy of 18,000 pounds. So it looks like he loaded me more, like 4 ton almost. So now we're a lot overweight, more than I wanted to be, but it is what it is. Closer to 4 ton, I would assume. Go up here, get my ticket, pay, and go from there. So they got me 3.92 ton is what I ended up getting. So my car weight was 10,100 and my leaving weight was 17,940 for a total weight in the box 7,840 pounds, plus the trailer weighs 4,000, so I'm pushing almost 12,000 pounds, which is really crazy, guys. So we're gonna see. It's a little more than I wanted. I only wanted about 3 to 3.5 max, but you know, we're gonna see how it handles. I'm gonna go tarp it quick, and then we're gonna head down the road. I'm gonna put my GoPro on my head, and we're gonna give you a little point of view type, how I'm driving it, what, you know, you'll be able to see the speedometer and all sorts of stuff, and go from there. So see some fuel mileage. The fuel mileage though is, it's going to be off. Like the truck will say, you know, 12 miles per gallon, but it's going to be more like 13, 14. The truck gauge is always worse than actually if you did it hand out, like you filled up, you put how many mileage, divide it and all that. It's actually usually about 1 mile per gallon or 2 miles per gallon better. But if I can get 10 miles per gallon hauling, you know, 12,000 pounds, I will be happy. All right, guys, well, I was gonna wear my POV like head mount, but in my book you can't get close enough to see the mile per hour, all that stuff. It just didn't look very good. I thought it was gonna look really good, so I'm just gonna hold it with my little thing, and then I'll show you, you know, how it goes. I'll just drive one-handed. show you the miles per gallon, the RPMs, all stuff like that, and you know, the road and everything else. So we're just gonna do it this way, especially when we get to the big hills. There's a couple big hills I got to go over, and so it's gonna be fun. So right now we're leaving right now. We got to go to the highway. I'll show you like getting up to highway speed, and how it is, and then I'll show you everything. It's like a 35-mile drive that I got to go. So, but so far we're going. I mean, giving her some beans. Like I said, you really don't feel this. Like, I got 12,000 pounds behind me, and you really, I'm actually shocked. It's really good. Like, we're going up Sleigh Hill right now. It's in tow mode, and it's just climbing. You know, it doesn't have like the snot to really gain a bunch of speed going up the hill, but you know, it pulls it, you know. It's a different type of power. Like, if I was in, you know, my Chevy 5.3 or something, if I was even coming close to this amount of weight, you know, this truck would be revving out super high, you know, just to get momentum, speed. I mean, this is like 3,000 RPMs, and it's hauling it really fast. It's got some power, and I'm not even hammering down. My foot's, you know, half throttle or whatever, and we're just going right to 50, holding 50 just on a back road like this, you know, 1,500 RPMs. I mean, this truck is towing it phenomenally right now, so I'm really happy with that right now. And you got that little wobble from the trailer, but nothing crazy. All right, I'm gonna skip to pulling down the ramp to highway speed, and I'll give it a little bit more beans then. All right, so we're coming up to highway now. We're not gonna go like crazy fast on the highway. We're gonna just get it up to about 65 and cruise at 65. Right now I have it for the miles per hour, or miles per gallon. I think we're only gonna get like 10, but you know, you really can't be upset with that. So let's hammer down a little bit when I get straight out here. It's a little downhill, but giving her the beans. I mean, she does get some get up and go. Revs up to like 4,000 RPMs. The only thing is, like, when we get on hills, this is where it's not going to be very good. Like, it loses its power. It's more of low range, you know. But no, it's still pulling, actually. Still pulling. And I'm going to get off it because I'm doing 70. I don't want the wobble. So we'll just cruise at about 65. I'm thoroughly impressed. 12,000 pounds this is towing right now, and it is towing it like a champ. I got another 25-30 miles to go, but like I said, there's a lot of big hills, so that's where we'll really be able to test this for you guys, see how it is. But I am thoroughly impressed right now, guys. I am super happy with the way this is going right now. So I just wanted to show you guys really quick. So on the highway, you know, nice flat, even ground, I'm getting like 15-ish miles per gallon easy. It's just keep averaging between 15 and 17. And my average fuel economy has actually been going up. It was down to 12.2. It's back up to 12.7. So if you're doing a long trip and you're hauling this amount of weight, but it's mainly not many hills or anything else, you could probably get 15 miles per gallon with this truck. So that's very good. Like I said, I'm gonna get worse mileage because I'm gonna be going up over top of all sorts of back roads and hills and all sorts of stuff, which is really gonna put you know, a number on the motor. But yeah, no, that's not bad at all. I mean, it's bumped it back up. Like I said, I would say you'd get 15 easy with it. All right, so we're about to come up to a hill that's pretty good size going down. I'm gonna try out my hill descent. As far as I know, I have to set it while I'm at 30 miles an hour. And you can't go over 50. But if you set it at 30, 35, it should hold me back and we'll see how it does. I want to see how, without touching my brakes, how much it will hold me back. We're about to come down the hill right now, so let me set it. All right, so it's revved up now, and it's holding us back. I mean, this is a pretty good slope. I touched the brakes there, but not bad. Next 3.5 miles is a little pretty good. So it's revved up pretty high right now, but it's holding it back. I mean, this is a pretty, like I said, a lot of weight, pretty good size slope. Hit the brake a little bit, get off of it. Now, normally, I mean, the slope is pretty good, but I could be going down this probably 45, 50, no problem. But better safe than sorry, with especially that I'm overweight right now. I mean, it's holding us back. 36, 35 in that area. I mean, on the GoPro, I'm sure it doesn't look that bad, but it's a decent one. I know when I go down this with the 18-wheeler and I'm loaded 100,000 pounds, I have to go down this at like 30, 35. So, or else you're just picking up way too much speed too quickly. But yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. That did hold it back pretty good. I'm gonna get out of it now. We're near the bottom. So there we go, shift out of it. And turned it off, and we're good to go. Yeah, that worked actually really good. I only had to touch the brakes a couple times. Was not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so I figured I didn't show it back there, I'll show it now. It's actually pretty squatted. Next time if I do tow, now I have the Z71 package, so the off-road suspension, so it's not as stiff as the suspension. So I mean, as you can see the difference, it's pretty good size difference. The trailer is angled down a little bit, so it's putting a lot of weight on the tongue and everything. So really what I should have done, because this truck doesn't have it, is I should have, before I hooked up, I should have actually moved the whole thing up, so then the trailer would have been up higher, so it wouldn't have squatted as much. Or next time I'll have to get a different hitch that actually raises up higher, because it's squatting pretty good. I mean, everything's definitely shifted forward a little bit. I mean, it's not horrendous, but it's definitely not good for the tongue and everything. It's a lot of weight on the tongue, a lot of weight on the hitch. So we're gonna get up there. I definitely wouldn't want to tow like this all the time. That's putting a lot of stress on everything. So, but other than that, like I said, if I just adjusted that a little bit, or adjusted, actually I would have had to adjust it down some, and then maybe got a hitch that goes up a little bit, even with the squat, it wouldn't have put as much stress on everything. So let's get back to it. We're gonna head up the big hill now. It's right up here around the corner. All right guys, we're turning right now, and we're gonna start. It's a smaller hill and then it gets to a bigger hill. So we're gonna start right now, pulling up the smaller hill. All right, we're hitting the smaller hill right now. You know, and it's going, but I mean, I'm full throttle right now. And it's pulling, but it's not pulling hard. Like I said, this is the smaller hill. It's gonna flatten out a little bit, so we're able to get a little speed. All right, we'll get it to about, I can hear the turbo. I don't know if you guys can hear that. You can actually hear the turbo and the diesel sound pretty good now. All right, so we're starting the hill right now. This is a pretty good size hill. I don't know if you can see, they got the 2 lanes. We're gonna hammer down, see if we can hold it at a certain speed. All right, we're going up. I'm full throttle right now. We're actually losing speed. 53, 52, 50, and it doesn't want to shift up anymore. It's just 3,000 RPMs is what it's staying at. Just slowly losing speed. We're starting to level out now. We're gonna hit where we level out a little bit, and now we'll pick back up some speed. So I mean, for 12,000 pounds, I mean, that's really not that bad. I know I went up at over 60 with the camper. It wasn't bad, but There we go, we made it up over top. You know, and like I said, you know, right now we're averaging about 10 miles to the gallon. Like I said, if we were going on just highway, we weren't going over all these hills and down these hills and up these hills and everything, I think we would get closer to 15. All right, guys, so I ended up making it to where I needed to go. It was, like I said, it was about 40 some miles that I had to go. The truck pulled it phenomenally. I am so happy. And you know, earlier I was talking, I hope I get 8 to 10 miles per gallon. It blew it out of the water. I literally thought it was gonna be 8 to 10. I have to go over a bunch of hills and everything. So I'm gonna show you the 25-mile fuel economy right now, which, like I said before, take this number, add a mile per gallon or 2 miles per gallon, and that's probably what the number actually was. I am very impressed, pulling 12,000 pounds with this truck. And then the last 25 miles going up over hills and stuff, I don't know if you can see that good, I got 11.7 miles per gallon. So now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna change that to the 50 mile right here. So this is basically since I started leaving the yard over there, so I got, you know, got to go on the highway for the couple miles and a couple other things. That's 12.2 miles per gallon at the 50 mile mark. And that's, I towed the trailer empty for probably a couple miles and then that. So just think 12 miles per gallon on average, probably 12 miles per gallon on average, probably what I got. And then add, like I said, a mile per gallon, maybe 2, because hand calculation always comes out better. It seems like this computer always is on the lower side. So I'm extremely happy with that. I mean, 12 miles to the gallon, even 13 miles to the gallon, hauling 12,000 pounds. The truck is rated for 9,500. I mean, you cannot go wrong. So I'm super happy. So we're gonna figure out where we gotta dump this. We're gonna get it unloaded. I'm gonna switch out a GoPro battery. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of, you know, the dump trailer unloading and everything. And then we're gonna go from there. So we did a little bit up there, only probably about a half a ton to a ton. We leveled it out, did a couple things. So now we're down here. We're just trying to fill in some holes down here and down by the mailbox. It's just all 8 away from the side of the road. It doesn't look like it on the GoPro, but it's a good half a foot. So make it easier, more level to get in the driveway. And then whatever left, I'll pull up and dump some up there also. So I'm not gonna dump the whole thing again. Try to get about half it off maybe, and go from there. Good, or need more?
Oh, I mean, we'll need more.
Okay. Let me see. See what it looks like.
Because we ain't got, I mean, there ain't nothing here.
Okay.
I thought more of it was going to come.
Huh?
I thought more was going to come.
No. Good?
That's a good start. I think we're going to need more for sure.
Here, I'll rake it out. Here, I'll rake it out. Just pull some off. more, or do you want?
Yeah, let's just level this off first and see.
All right.
You're a good guy, Dakota, no matter what your friends say.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it down a little bit and pull forward. All right, so that was going pretty good. It's hard to see, but we got it leveled off pretty good now. There's no big bump when you first get in here and everything. We still got probably a ton left. Pull forward, dump more. There's like a trench. I wouldn't say a trench. It's 3 to 4 inches deeper on the left side than the right because the water came down the left. So I'm gonna go up, dump some, and we're gonna try to fill in the left side, so you know when you go up in, it's not cockeyed like this, you know, more level. So we got to bring up the left side to equal out the right side. Now, we are not professionals by any means whatsoever. Just needed to get done. Instead of paying someone a bunch of money to do it, my buddy let me borrow his 7x14 dump trailer. Went and got 4 ton of stone for 45 bucks. Brought it over here. You know, it cost me 30 bucks and probably not even 30 bucks, probably 20 bucks in fuel. Come down here and just my time, you know, with him to help him out and get it done. So we're gonna go up there, do a couple more. I might cut it right here actually. I don't want, you know, I've shown you guys a bunch of doing this and dumping and everything. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support recently. And this video, share it to all your friends that will looking into a 3-liter Duramax. Show them what I can do. I would really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, like I said, just share it with your friends. Get this video to blow up. It would help me out a ton, and I think it's worth it. You know, really showing what the 3-liter Duramax can do. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.